Professor Joseph Stiglitz, thanks so much for joining me for this conversation. Wouldn't it be efficient, in the economic sense of the term, to allow a free market in votes? Why should people who would otherwise abstain have to let their vote go to waste if there are people who would like to buy it and a mutually advantageous deal could be struck?
Well, one of the reasons is that it would undermine the very basic of our democracy. The outcome of the political process is a public good. We all benefit. And we don't want a system, a political system, that reflects just the interest of the rich, even if there are some poor people who are willing to allow the rich to prevail.
They would rather have the $10 or $50 than they would whatever slight benefit might come by exercising their vote. And they might also say, I need to discount that benefit by the likelihood that my vote's going to make the difference anyhow.
And particularly in a flawed democracy where that likelihood is very small because the rich have so much power. This would be even more iniquitous because you take a society with a lot of inequality, and to put that up to the market is to say, we will allow those who are at the richest to determine what is in the public good. And that would mean they would choose what is in the public good, not in terms of what is in the public good, but in terms of their interest. And that would totally undermine the basis of democracy in our society. It would undermine confidence in democracy in our society.
Why shouldn't they be free to decide?
But when it comes to really important things like life, folks, things that really matter, I don't think we want to subject it to a market mechanism. Let me give you another example. Nobody in the military, when you're fighting a war, do you use the market mechanism. You're off in the battlefield, people are shooting. Can you imagine one guy saying to his buddy, by the way, do you mind standing in front of me? I'll pay you an extra, when we get back, if you're alive, I'll pay you an extra $1,000. What would that do to the Army? It would totally undermine military operations. We could not have an army if we had a price system. And that's a microcosm of our society. We live together in a variety of ways. And unfortunately, those that what I call the market fundamentalists have thought that anything can be subject to the price system.
Should people be free to make those choices?
What I tried to lay out before was the fact that just because there's a voluntary transaction doesn't mean it's in the interest of society. Whether any particular set of transactions goes to the sense of what is it that defines the community, what are their values. I think most communities would say the right to live is a fundamental right.